How many of your New Year's resolutions are you still holding true to? This is the second full week of 2022, and hopefully you're still on the straight and narrow. But if you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, if you need just a little bit of a course correction, I got the article for you. Healthier tips, tips for a healthier 2022, okay? So, here are some things I find important. Did a little bit of pre-screening on this one, and yeah, it's some stuff that we talk about a lot, but it's always important to reinforce the obvious, because sometimes you can just lose the forest through the trees. First and foremost, what you should be doing, well, not all the time, because you do have to be on the grid sometimes, Jesse Ventura style, but unplugging is pretty helpful. When was the last time that you were more than a few feet from your beloved cell phone? Oh, constantly. I leave it at home whenever I go out. But this isn't about me. This is about everybody else. How long can you resist the siren sound of a new text message, email, or social media comment? I won't comment, but that's for you guys to decide. I would nuke all social media from orbit if it just meant some peace and quiet. Don't worry, you aren't alone. In fact, you're the overwhelming majority of people who want it all destroyed. Oh no, wait, the people who like that stuff. There's no doubt that technology is a powerful tool that can improve the lives of the people using it. Ultimately, as many of us are discovering, it's difficult to find the balance between using technology as a tool and succumbing to it as a crutch. Or just using it for stuff that you don't like, don't really find important, don't really get any value from. You just do it because it's habit. This balance has been especially elusive since the emergence of the COOF. Simply because technology for many of us has been the only way we've had to communicate and stay connected. Disconnecting from our cell phones, tablets, and computers help us manage our addiction to social media, clear the mind, increase focus, lower stress levels, and encourage us to build real human relationships. You can take some of those, but okay, no, I digress. It improves the quality of our life, increases our energy by allowing us to recharge, benefits our sleep, and improves our interpersonal communications. Yeah, this science behind just electromagnetic waves that just get emitted from any connected technologies and the effect it has on your sleep pattern, it's pretty well documented. And getting rid of that stuff, as best as you can from your sleep environment, it's highly recommended. It's right up there with darkening window treatments. It's very important. Such things as body language, facial expressions, and all the subtleties that we observe and feel when we talk in person are designed to make that we communicate clearly. These features of face-to-face connection strengthen the bonds between us. The important information is lost when we communicate online. Yup. It's not as bad as that popular misrepresented factoid where 95% of communication is nonverbal. That's not the truth, okay? The words are always important. It's just the way that it's delivered, the context in which it's delivered. You can't really properly put a percentage on there, but 95%, okay, that's ridiculous. Because when somebody wants you to go over there, the tone and the tenor and the speed and the volume that somebody tells you, go over there, that'll imply many, many, many things. But again, let's not get hung up on that one. There's a lot of stuff to cover. In Eastern medicine, that's a hard turn, digital stimuli as well as other stimuli affect the main organs of digestion, the spleen and stomach. The organs digest not only food and drink, but everything that comes in through our sensory organs as well. Being mindful and focusing on the one thing at a time are critical for the factors of the healthy mind and body. Meditate. Yes, but not like the yogi, okay? If you get freaked out by the idea of, oh my god, just sitting alone with your fingers and the racist okay sign, okay? Doing that just sounds so silly and dumb. No, okay, meditation is totally different, okay? You can approach it with a totally different context and still accomplish the same thing that proper meditation would. For some of you, the word meditate may conjure images of monks sitting alone along mountaintops, which sounds fun, by the way, but rest assured, the meditation I am talking about doesn't require you to shave your head, wear orange, and move to the Himalayas. Darn, but I was really planning for that. Although this is where meditation has some of its origins, it doesn't need to be an all-encompassing, and it can be practiced practically for those of us living in the hectic modern world. Meditation has profound benefits to the mind and and body. I'm a long-time meditator. I'm also just reading this verbatim from the author, but yeah, I participate in the daily meditation, by the way, so I find it to be rather beneficial, and I recommend regular meditation practices for all my patients. I don't have any patients, okay? On both fronts. Ha ha ha. Anyways, because in my experience, it's beneficial to absolutely everyone. It also has no negative side effects. Yeah, other than just some lost time. But then again, what were you spending that time on anyways? Probably wasn't that terribly important. Can be done anywhere, at any time, and has zero cost. Regular meditation practices have been proven to lower stress, which we now know makes us more susceptible to heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Now, prolonged stress also leads to premature aging. Oh my gosh, crow's feet, which is an area of study getting a lot of attention lately. And those who don't, and who doesn't want to feel younger and more vital? Yeah, my younger days were pretty garbage, but yeah, I understand the sentiment, okay? In one study published in Transitional Psychiatry, 102 women spent 6 days at a retreat, either relaxing or meditating. Good luck trying to get 102 women to exist for 6 days. Ugh. Blood samples were taken at the beginning and at the end of the retreat. The samples at the end of the 6 days showed improvement in biomarkers related to aging in the women who meditated. Awesome. So here's a simple meditation you can try by finding a quiet spot. Okay, good. It's sometimes more difficult than others, where you won't be interrupted. Try for 10 minutes at first. Sit, close your eyes, just relax. They're such rare things that most people and your only thoughts will probably start coming fast and furiously, simply because we never allow our thoughts to just run wild, brother. I say let them come. Relax, focus on your breathing in and out slowly, and also if you have too rapid thoughts, just count out, okay? Do simple box breathing techniques, something that I outlined before, but just for simplicity's sake, okay? There's 4 different cycles to your breathing. Breathing in, holding the breath, and then breathing out, and then holding it at the bottom, repeating the cycle for, you can try whatever time you like, okay? Breathing in for a count of 2, holding your breath for the count of 4, breathing out for a count of 4, whatever. Try to build a rectangle, okay? So 4 seconds across for breathing in, okay? 2 seconds for holding your breath, 4 seconds for breathing out, 2 more seconds for holding it in, repeat ad nauseum for 10 minutes, okay? Now put on the calm app, okay? Anything that you can set that has white noise so you can just block out the world if you can't find a quiet place in your house or your dwelling, whatever you have, okay? Then you can have a timer that's on there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want to allocate for yourself. That is the best possible way for meditation. So it doesn't have to be sitting down with bells and incense and candles. You can if you want, okay? It can be something as simple as just sitting cross-legged Indian style, whatever the heck you want to do, and just taking a moment to yourself and just thinking and counting to 4 multiple times. It's kind of fun. Be mindful. What is mindfulness? What does it really mean to be mindful? Mindfulness is simply a conscious awareness of the present moment. Again, can you be more descriptive? An article from Positive Psychology explains it this way. The focus is on increasing our awareness of thoughts, feelings, and actions that hinder our progress. When we are better able to do that, we can engage in those aspects of ourselves, learn to tweak our language, and choose how to respond. The idea of including mindfulness in your life, in a way, is to remove yourself from the chaos of everyday life, even for just a minute or 2. This allows you to focus on the present moment and simply observe what's happening around you, including your thoughts and feelings. Many of our struggles are simply due to how we perceive and judge what we experience, think, and feel. If we're able to gain some calm and clarity, and instead of reacting, simply observe ourselves in an objective way, we can get to a place where we can actually choose how to respond. Once we've acquired this skill, we're better able to make positive changes about how to interpret both external, what's happening in the world around us, and internal, our thoughts and feelings, information. Aha! This is a critical step in gaining a better handle on what we're thinking and feeling. Yeah, by taking the time to process it, not just react with a guttural, base level interpretation of the facts, because more often than not, when you fly off the handle, either in a positive, negative, emotional response is normally not the right one, okay? Take a time to just step back, Really ponder the situation and make an informed choice. You'll be better off because of it. At negligible, if any, negative reaction. Trust me on that one. Simplify. Yes, sir. Society tells us that we need to be always wanting, doing, and achieving. No, that's marketing. And if you just, turn off your television, okay, or just get like an ad blocker for things, you'd find yourself wanting fewer and fewer things. I'm just saying. As a result, our lives seem to grow more complex with every passing year. It doesn't have to. Instead of more, my motto has always been less, less, less. Awesome. It takes work, but in my experience, a conscious effort to simplify has a huge effect on improving physical health, mental health, and our ability to live happier, more connected life. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of the things that you have in your life probably suck, you're probably attached to for no good reason, and they add absolutely zero value to your life. So, as the subsection of this, declutter. Find all of those things that are just sitting around looking useless, collecting dust that you don't really like, that you don't really use, that have just been around for reasons, and just chuck them. Organize. Create routines in your mornings and evenings. Organize your finances. Yes, as Jocko Willink would say, discipline equals freedom. Purge. Awesome. Not like that, though. Periodically go through your possessions and get rid of anything that you don't really need or anything that you don't really use. Exactly. Say no. Yep, it's very powerful. Okay, don't just go along and just give little half-assed little excuses. Well, I don't really want to. Okay, well, I'm going to go away now, but if you need any help, feel free to just ask. No, be definitive. Say no. Be clear about your boundaries and prioritize your time, because if you don't, nobody else will. Try to only take on commitments that you know you're going to be able and willing to fulfill to your best abilities, okay? A no, it doesn't have to be forever, but it can be a great way to free up your time if you need, that you need for more important things, like care for yourself. And yeah, you might think that you can power through things time after time after time. You can't. Simply, just cut to the chase on that one. Even if you like something, you will get burnt out on it, okay? So take time for yourself. And last but not least, find community. It's whatever. If you're one of those people that likes other people, I don't know. I don't know what that's like, but finding a way to nurture relationships through the pandemic definitely has its challenges. But if you know that those relationships are an integral part to your health, you can add them to your healthcare regimen. If you do, you'll notice an improvement in all areas of your life. Humans are social beings, really. And having strong, loving, and supportive relationships is just as important as food, exercise, and sleep. I beg to differ. Way to end on a bad note. But whatever. Okay, so whatever your 2022 resolutions are, whatever you're trying to do, even if it's not a resolution, okay? Maybe it's just a Monday and you just think, nah, screw it. I'm just going to try to improve my life. Hopefully, those are some little tweaks that you can make, okay? Maybe your goal is a little bit too complex. Maybe you need to just pare it down, okay? Maybe you need to take a little moment in time to just figure out if that's really what you want. Just be more mindful. Take a little bit of time to just meditate, and then honestly, at the end of the day, just a little bit of unplugging, a little bit of decompression time at the beginning of every day. It'll start or end your day on a positive note. That's really what we're all looking for. But with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.